Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Your host, Golden Zulu. So today we will be dealing with one interesting example under discrete random variables. Remember, discrete, if you study your probability nicely, you will understand to say that they are basically ideals under quantitative variables. So when you look at quantitative variables, you will find discrete and continuous, where discrete results from counting while continuous results from one making an interval and drawing their assumption from the interval being made. Then immediately we have been faced with one example of such kind. We know to say discrete random variables. Remember, the random variables, these are chosen randomly, but specifically they start from 0. But with our question, they started on 1. So we're having this one interesting example which reads to say the probability distribution of the random variable x is represented by the function. The probability of these x's are the same. It's just that this is the capital letter X and this one is the small letter X. But one may want to know to say, are these two the same? Yes, they are. That's why I have said what I said earlier. So this is equal to that. Then remember, any probability regardless of any state is equal to 1. So when you add these random variables which you have been given, the resulting outcome should be equal to 1. So what we will do here is we will say that the probability of x is equal to 1 plus the probability of x is equal to 2. These will continue going till 6, where you're having the probability of x is equal to 6. Then when you add everything, the resulting outcome should be equal to what? 1. Then remember that these in the first place are equal to what? That which we have. For us to find the value of k, we will now replace, remember, since we have replaced with a 1 on this x and this x resembles that x. So which means we'll get this one and also put it where there is this x. So we will have k over 1 plus k over 2 plus k over 3. This will continue going. We will continue going to the 6th term which we were given. Then from here, you will add this. Remember that there is a coefficient 1 on every variable of k. So we'll just get our calculator. Remember, we want to add this. If you want, we have a common term, which is what? 60. So 1 into 60 is 60. 60 times k, that is 60k, plus 2 into 60 is 30. 30 times k is 30k, plus 3 into 60 is 20k, is 20, then 20 times k is 20k. This will continue going and the ending result will be this. So this will be the ending result. Then from here, let's add the outcomes. So we have 60 plus 30 plus 20 plus 15 plus 12 plus 10. When you add, you will get your resulting outcome to be 147. K over 60 is equal to 1. Then from here, you will cross multiply. So 60 times 1 is 60. So you will have 147k is equal to 60. Then we'll divide both sides by 147. Then immediately you divide both sides by 147. This 147 and that 147 will cancel. So the value for k is 60 over 147. Where we know to say these, they can be reduced further to us having 20 over 49. So this is the exact value of k. Then you have the second question here which reads to say, find the probability of x where x is greater than or equal to 3 but less than or equal to 5. So which means you are only having 3, 4 and 5. Remember, greater than or equal to meaning start on 3. Less than or equal to 5, which means start on 5 but the numbers which you are having should be what? Less. So in your event of calculation, you will have 3 4 and 5. So when you calculate, you will do exactly what you did for you to find the value of k. But in this case, this time you will use 3, 4, and 5 only. So if you use 3, 4, and 5 only, we will have, remember, this is the probability which we had, which is equal to k over x. This is the probability that we have. So remember, we are starting from 3. So we are replacing 3, 4, and 5 on this x. So we are having the probability of x is equal to 3 plus the probability of x is equal to 4 plus the probability of x is equal to 5. Then having done this now, we know to say we have k over 3 plus, remember, this now is equal to what we are having on top. Since they are the same, then we'll have k over 3 plus k over 4 plus k over 5. Then immediately now you have this. Your common denominator here will be which number now? When we can use either 60. Yeah, 60 can be the best of all outcomes. So 3 into 60, that is a 20. 20 times k is 20k, plus 4 into 60 goes 15 times, we'll have a 15k, and 5 into 60, you have 12. Then 12 times k is 12k. When you add those, you will have 20 plus 15 plus 12, giving you 47k over 60. But remember, k, the value is already known. The value of k is already known to be 20 over 49 from the previous calculation that you made. So 47, 20 over 49 over 60. So you can just punch this directly on your calculator. So 20 multiplied by, open bracket, 20 over 49 close. This will be your answer. Divide this answer by 60, and you will have your answer to be 20 over 147. Sorry, we did not punch nicely. 47 multiplied by 20 over 49 divided by 60, you will have, you will have 47 over 147 as your answer. Yes. Your host, Golden Zulu.